Good morning, sir.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. We are shortly beginning with the program. Kindly be joined. Very good morning. STN family. I, Dr. Sangeeta Tripathi, take opportunity to convey my regards to our Honorable President, sir, Honorable President, Madam, respected Principal, Dr. M.S. Rokhale, sir, Dr. Vandana Rokhale, Madam, Mrs. Priyanka Hale, Madam, HOD IT, Dr. Saran Patel, sir, HOD Computer Engineering, Mr. N.K. Gavade, sir, HOD Mechanical Engineering, and Mr. G.B. Khandekar, sir, HOD Applied Sciences. All deans, directors, principal, head of the departments, my colleagues, and all dear participants. Our heartiest welcome to today's working as the scientist in Defense Research Development Organization, DRDO, Ministry of Defense, on behalf of our whole SKN family. Kindly accept our regards. It is our holy tradition to worship our goddess Saraswati before any important event. So let's dedicate our prayers to Ma Saraswati. I think my audio is not available. I think so. Can a technical team help me out? Audio is available or not?
No, madam, no. Madam, if technical problem, please continue.
So let's start our holy tradition with the Saraswati Vandana, which I'll be presenting here. Due to some technical adversity, we are not going to stop this Saraswati Vandana. या श्वेत पद्मासना या कर प्रभर्ति देव सदा सरस्वती भगवती निषेव्यापहा. All the participants organizing by the Infocom or chief guest. Sir,
Yes. Good morning, all of you. Warm welcome to IST and IIC approved STTP, which is organized by Department of Information Technology, SKNSITS Lonavala. I welcome today's chief guest, Dr. L.K. Gite sir, scientist of DRDO. Our resource persons for this particular STTP, Dr. Kumar Vaibhav sir, data scientist manager,
yes.
Accenture. Dr. Sweta Gupta madam, associate professor, Jain University. Dr. Vaishali madam, founder CEO, WASP Research Consultant Services. Dr. Sangeeta S. Tripathi madam, Professor P.D. Halle madam, the resource persons of this STTP, which are being organized from today to 20th of January 2023. Basically, the subject or topic which is selected for this particular STTP is emerging technological advancements and practical applications of data science, which is very recent topic because nowadays everyone is seeking towards the data science. And now the new branch is also introduced by the AICT as a data science, which is emerging branch, which is emerging technologies which are available with this particular branch. So with the help of this STTP, I hope everyone will get the opportunity to learn certain good things from this STTP short-term training program. And I hope so that can be used for our students and that can be used for the society. With this, I give the best wishes to all of you. I'm thankful to the organizers who are organized this particular short-term training program and in the virtual mode. By seeing the current situation, everyone is busy, and though the team is very rigorously working to give the certain knowledge to the faculty members and students, for that sake, they have organized this particular STTP on the virtual mode. I am thankful to Dr. Sangeeta madam, Professor Halle madam, all the organizing team for organizing this particular short-term training program. I give the best wishes to all the participants. Thank you very much. Thank you. Over to you, madam.
Thank you so much, sir, for your words of wisdom. We really feel very motivated with this. May I now request Professor P.D. Hale, HOD IT Department, to welcome our chief guest and address the gathering.
Thank you, madam. Thank you, Dr. Sangeeta ma'am. It's
Madam
immense
P.D. Hale.
pleasure to it's immense pleasure to see all of you here, and I hope definitely it will help you to enhance your knowledge in the field of data science. The main goal is to provide academicians, research scholars, industry professionals, and R&D organizations with the ability to understand the need of data science and its impact on our society. And actually, this STTP would be useful for solving research problems with artificial intelligence, machine learning, and the emerging field of data science. Just I want to say one thing: data analytics is the future, and the future is now. Every mouse click, keyboard button press, swipe, or tap is used to shape business decisions. Everything is about data these days. Data is information, and information is power. Just one thing, also again, I want to say data science is all about asking interesting questions based on the data you have or often the data you don't have. So, welcome to all. And now I want to welcome to Dr. Sangeeta ma'am. Please continue, ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for encouraging and giving a brief about the data science and its future. Dr. L. Development Organization, DRDO, Ministry of Defense, Army Research and Development Establishment, ARDE. Dr. Geete has done MSc in Mathematics 1999 from New Art Commerce and Science College, Pune. MTech in Modeling and Simulation, Pune, and PhD from Pune University.
Your voice is breaking.
He has joined the Defense Research Development Organization, DRD, in 2003, as a research scientist and the research experience working on mathematical modeling and simulation of, let me check. Is it proper? I changed my internet connection, so I hope it is now better. Is it audible now?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Yes, let me use and research scientist research development establishment section at Pune. 7 years of experience working on mathematical modeling and simulation of common systems, mathematical and statistical modeling. He has worked with the programming series for IT program for C++. He is also a member of many internal committees and boards. He has participated in various trial and development projects. He was a member of Board of Studies of Mathematics at STTP Model College, another college, and Rashtriya Prathmik Maharashtra. So I have associated with Indian Science Congress Association. ISB committee member. May I request participants
the year of 2012, working in Victoria. I completed executive research during the years of 2020. Aeronautical Society of India Junior Secretary at AISI. He is also associated with the Indian Mathematical Society, associated with Indian National Society, Aerospace Academy, also Alumni Association of NACS College, and thus has a special interest in promoting the mathematics through various activities. Dr. Geete has published various research papers in numerous prestigious journals and conferences. In addition to delivering talks in various parts of the world, sir, we welcome you, and indeed it is a pleasure to have you here. May I now request the takeover?
Sir, you want to share your screen, I think.
Namaste, ma'am. Shall I speak?
Sir, you may share your screen. Yes, sir. So your screen is visible now.
Is it visible, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Shall I start? Shall I start, ma'am?
Yes, yes, please.
Sir, I think
Sir, we are not able to hear you.
Yes, yes.
Yes, now audible.
Sorry. First of all, thank you for organizing such short term, which is very upcoming days, marking technological advancement and practical application of data. And again, thanks Principal Dr. Milinji Rople and his team. Before starting my talk, anyway, you are going to talk upcoming 5 days. What are the technological advancements and how practical applications of data are going to use in upcoming days? Before that, any start, I will just look backward and see from where it has emerged one. So, in briefly, I will just try to put my views how data science timeline was progressed last 50 plus years. So, for that one, before that, we'll just define what is a science. Actually, science is a systematic enterprise that builds and organizes knowledge in forms of explanation. Any science means physical science, chemical science, mathematical science, or computer science. Any science will be have such requirement or such feature, which is like build and organize the knowledge is the main form of science. And science is always in search of truth. Satyata shod is science breathe. So it's a science is always converge or progress with the aim of truth. And for that one, there are many like different categories like physical science, chemical science, or biological science, or computer science, or mathematical science. So mathematical science is the one of the science which connects the many things to reality. And Galileo defines mathematics is the language of the world in which nature of world is written. Means if you want to understand the nature, you should look into that nature in mathematical forms. Means any systems, any reactions, or any program should be written in mathematical terms. Then only it can be interpreted in better way. And before going to data science, we have to see one property of mathematics, which is the base of complete data science, I will say. So, mathematics is the only science which has the capability of predictions. No other science like physical science or chemical science or biological science don't have any capability of predictions. Mathematical science is having capability of prediction. How it does? Like you take a system, you put it in terms of equations, you write that equations, and then you involve solve that equation. Using that equation, we will able to predict for future. Suppose you take a population of world, means you take a different birth rate and all these things, and then you will able to which has a capability of predictions, and using that capability of predictions, mathematics or statisticals, this data science gets built up. This data science is a mixture of you can say that three prominent fields. He is a domain expert. Like domain expertise means like electrical engineering is a domain expertise, mechanical engineering is a domain expertise, or whatever others engineering or other sciences, we can say that the domain expertise. And there is a mathematics. Then we have to convert that domain expertise in terms of systems or in terms of equations, and that we have to solve using computers. That comes as a data science. Means if you take a mixture of all these things and whatever common things, we are saying that this is a data science. So there are many definitions of data science. This is one of the definition. Data science is learning and predicting from data. Whatever data you are having, you have to learn something from that data and predict. Again, prediction comes in background of using mathematical or statistical model. Means data science, simple definition, we can say that learning and predicting from data. In timeline, I will just run through another 2-3 slides. In timeline way, 1960, mathematician John Dewey defined that feature of data analysis. He wrote one paper. In that way, he just defined that time he was using term data analysis. And emerging like statistics and computers or mathematics and computers started coming behind very contemporarily. And in 1974, Peter Moore first time used the term as a data science in 74. It's like we can say that that is like 50 years back. And in 1977, International Association for Statistical Computing, and they put the idea that we convert data into information and knowledge. whatever data is there, we have to put that data in terms of information or knowledge. This is like the studying of data science happens in 1977, and like today is one of the work. This is a workshop arranged. Like such type of first workshop depends on data is organized in 1989. That is like to mention. First time such workshop was organized in 1989, and one conference held. So you can say that in 1999, Jacob Heavy pointed out that need of new tools to handle this massive and continuously growing data. By the time internet was arrived, and then people are pointed out that there is a need or to handle how to handle this big data or how to handle data is getting generated for futures के लिए. In 2001, every company means we can say that this is like a tentative timeline. Every company want to take their business online or whatever offline business was there, end to end or physical. So that was everybody want to bring whatever Amazon or eBay, all these things started like 2001 May, and they everybody want to business to be online, and same things happens like. Cloud-based application or started in which is a precursor for uh, data science, and first journal published on data science in 2001, and means people are looking at data science as a scientific activity, that more and more things people started on research. In 2006, important things happens. Open source or non-relational database was released, and whatever online business or the thing, that way customers feedbacks and experience was getting noted, and that becomes another data points. And then first time data scientist as a profession has emerged in 2008, and the same thing objective was that convert data into information and knowledge. And in 2011, listing of data science increased by like 15,000%, means whatever, and same time so that smartphone intensified. Someone else. So whatever clicks happens in everywhere, that becomes data for somebody else. Then these things happen in 2011 and 2015. Then machine learning, AI, data science. This becomes as the subjects, or in maybe another 15 years back. That time these were merely subjects in some PG courses, and handling of massive and continuously growing large data, big data. And in 2020, now become data science as a platform, and auto machine learning, and nowadays data science becomes a course, like full-fledged course. This whatever growth happened last 10 years, it's tremendous growth happens in data science. And anyway, you are going to discuss all these things. What are the applications of it? You name it, any systems, it has applications. It's almost there is nothing remains without data, without computer. And how to make that computer more smart and more smart, that is a race, and it will go to infinite level. Coming to last slides, again, we should not interpret that the data science is the field of only computer scientists. It's the field of everyone. It's like only computer scientists cannot do data science alone. Very important to know that without system knowledge, you cannot design any systems. Means whatever electrical systems or mechanical systems or biological systems or any systems you take, you should require a basic knowledge of systems, how systems work, how system behaves, what are the patterns of systems, what is likely output of system, that you should have. Using that system knowledge, using mathematical capability of prediction, and using computer science as a programming the systems or modeling the systems or simulating the systems, you will able to make the system more smart and more robust. Before proceeding further, I wish all participants to have very fruitful discussions, and I also wish all organizers, all speakers to have a very great time in another coming 4 days. And I wish this short-term course is to be a grand success. With this one, I close. Thank you, and I once again thank you, organizer and principal sir, and organizer Singita ma'am, for inclusion me as an outsider, because I am not a data science related things, but definitely I am a mathematician. Including me in this platform and giving the opportunity to share my thoughts with you. Thank you, one and all. Thank you.
The session and the resource person will join shortly. So please be connected. It's a request to all of you, please connected. It requests to all the participants, please mute yourself, please camera. It requests to all the participants, please mute your camera and mic.
Thank you so much, sir. And surely data science is the new oil. In 2006, British mathematician Cyril Humble data now powers the entire industry and holds to showcase few new trending opportunities. GPT will be there. Day one start with the trending emerging technology ChatGPT. Is working as the data scientist in Accenture. The field of data science that data scientists can gather knowledge and insights it's a multidisciplinary area that uses scientific methods, processes, algorithms, and systems. It is like Google, IBM, Microsoft, and the countless other both large and small businesses. Businesses hire the data scientists to assist them in learning more about their customers and the business today. Contest state of change, constant state of change, and data science interaction that goes by the day, the amount of data that is generated on our day 2 session will be the era of big data emerged when organizations are dealing with the petabytes and exabytes of the data. It 2010. Now, when popular frameworks like Hadoop's and others solve the problem of storage, the focus days the growth of the data science has been increased in various ways. Due to it, data science. The question arises, why data science? I mean, why we should start working on the data science, how to start it, where to start it. Session will be giving the roadmap of the data science. Usually data scientists from experience backgrounds are different. Most should be proficient in or in any of the ideal case to be masters in at least few basic areas, which I believe that domain knowledge must be the first one. Computer science. Our day 3 session will be based on the various advancements and promising techniques in the field. Data science and its fields, they are emerging day by day. Professor Dr. Shweta Gupta ma'am from Jain University, Bangalore. Learning since long. Day 5 would say that any STTP, short-term training program, which might you have missed in many of the programs. An entrepreneur. As a mentor, as a teacher, we keep on encouraging our students to follow their dreams. But somehow we of the classrooms. Entrepreneur uses initiatives to anticipate the needs and bringing good ideas key role make ignite our thought and get the motivation. She giving the session on skill development. I would like to convey the vote of thanks for this inauguration session. Be here because in continuation we will be having our first session with Dr. Kumar and we giving our thought and working the process. It has been such an honor to be a part of this wonderful event. On my heart to our esteemed chief, Dr. L.K. Gite or in the team in this event. It's my sincere thanks to the heads of the various departments for making sir fun. With this, there is an announcement that just after this session, I repeat, we are going to start the data science class. Our speaker is, I think he is connected. Dr. Webber, sir. Yourself?
Yeah. Is it audible now?
Introduce yes,
Okay, okay. Yeah. So thank you
today's
for
speaker.
yes,
Uh,
yes.
yes,
Yeah,
yes,
I
sir.
think there is
Just
some lag in your voice and my voice.
to our audience, so they would be able to get the idea of at least our speaker.
Yeah. Okay. So let me first introduce myself. I am Kumar Vaibhav. I am a
Okay,
data science manager at Accenture Noida, and me and my team are working in the field of artificial intelligence and machine learning, and how artificial intelligence and machine learning can be utilized for solving the use cases that comes under business domains. So whether it could be related to computer vision, whether it is related to natural language processing problem that can be solved with the help of artificial intelligence and machine learning. Me and my team are trying to solve those problems and providing the business solutions to our clients. So that is a small introduction, like what me and my team are doing. And today, our the topic of our lecture is about Chat GPT, and as well as on internet, on LinkedIn, on Twitter, everywhere you will able to find something is related to Chat GPT. Everyone is talking about Chat GPT. So today we will see like what exactly is Chat GPT, and what is the architecture of the Chat GPT, and how Chat GPT works, what are the features of Chat GPT, and is there any limitations of Chat GPT also, and along with some practical hands-on experience on Chat GPT. So let me share this screen in just a minute. Is it visible?
No, sir.
not yet, sir.
Okay, let me try again. Yeah, yeah, now it would be.
Now
Is it
it's
visible?
visible, sir.
Yeah,
Right,
okay.
sir. Right.
Oh, what is the architecture of ChatGPT? What are the features and the capabilities of ChatGPT, and how ChatGPT revolutionized the world of NLP? NLP is natural language processing, and some entertaining use cases of ChatGPT, and then the limitations of ChatGPT, and after that the summary. So, what is ChatGPT? So, ChatGPT is basically a AI chatbot that has been developed by OpenAI. And what is OpenAI? OpenAI is a research institute which machine learning, and with the help of that it will be able to produce a human like conversation with the users, and that human like conversation abilities can be incorporated with some other platforms also, like it could be a voice assistant for your mobile phones. It could be a voice assistant for some type of chat applications. For example, it could be Slack or Facebook Messenger, or maybe on WhatsApp. Along with that, it could is basically a state-of-art conversational language model, and that has been trained on a large amount of data set. And those data sets include from various sources. So those sources are from social media as well as various types of books, and then the articles and many other things. And the key features of ChatGPT is that it can understand the context of the conversation that is going on. It can analyze the words. It can uh, phrase the conversation in a more has been also capable of producing some type of context uh, in terms of conversation. But the thing is that ChatGPT is uh, more advanced, more natural, more. It will give you more human-like conversation, as well as it has some more abilities that the previous chatbots doesn't have. So, what are those more abilities that we will see? So, one example is given that if a text of the conversation, and it will give you the information related to that particular context, what the customer is asking, rather than giving you some type of predefined or pre-programmed text, as we have seen in many type of IVRs also. If we go to any IVR, for example, any type of customer support, there would be some type of predefined options. So instead of that, if we introduced the chat GPT, it will give you more human-like conversation. So chat GPT is basically a variant of GP3 model. And GP3 model is also a language model. And the model has been trained on the various amount of data. So sequence of data has been provided to the chat GPT as well as GPT-3 model, and then it would be able to understand the cat sat on the mat would be the correct word, or we can say correct sentence for that system. So that is a very crude example. So the chat GPT is basically trained in that way only, and it is utilizing the neural network, or we can say the deep neural network, and that we know that the deep neural network has been comprised of many types of layers of interconnected nodes. A complex deep neural network, and that's how any type of deep neural network works. And chat GPT is basically made of an architecture known as transformers. And transformers also has a mechanism which is known as self-attention mechanism. Now, what exactly is self-attention? Means it pays attention to different parts of the, um, we can say different parts of an input component. So that input component would be in the form of some type um, we can say grammar in the sentence, that what exactly is the subject is, what exactly is the predicate is, what is verb, what is objective. So it will understand the underlying grammar in the sentence with the help of data set itself. So rather than providing the system in the form of we can say a data set itself, and once it has been trained, then it would be able to understand the um, grammar line for a query sentence. So it is a type of supervised learning. Like first we are providing the system the information, we are training the system, and then it would be able to predict something. So that is supervised learning. And there is also a term known as loss function. So what exactly is a loss function? Loss function is basically a difference between the real output of a system and the predicted output. For example, I have a system that would predict something. Let's say I have a system that would give me the output of a formula, and I know that the real output of the formula is this, let's say A, while my prediction is giving me a value that is P. So the difference between A or the loss value is the whole purpose of my training. So the goal of the training would be to minimize the losses and would get as close as possible to the desired output, so that the model should be able to give me the real, or we can say the factual value as compared to any prediction. So that is how the training takes place in any type of neural network. Here in this case, it is Chat GPT. So as attention mechanism, and that is particularly defined in a paper, and that paper has been written by Vasmani et al. And the paper name is Attention is All You Need, that you can go and you can read more about the transformer networks if you want. So the transformer network is comprises of multiple layers. So basically, one part of this product dot product to calculate the similarity between the different parts of the input components, and then it would find a dot product with the input and the weight, and that dot product would be that the we can say the multiplication of the weight at the input would be given to the further layer, is to process the input data using a series of linear transformations and some type of nonlinear activation functions. So there are various types of uh, activations functions. You must have heard about ReLU functions, and 10 some type of 10 functions are also there, and other type of activation functions are there. So those type of activation functions would be a part decoder architecture, or we can say structure. And the purpose of encoder, as we know, is to encode something, and the decoder is to decode something. So what could be that encode or decode something? So one example could be in the form of machine translation. So we can provide the information to the encoder, and then there would be a decoder file which will convert that particular a single language to any other language, any target language. So that could be a part of the highly parallelizable, means we can do multiple processing at the same time utilizing the GPUs, the graphical processing units, or maybe the CPUs or TPUs, the tensor processing units. And that's how it would be faster as compared to any other architecture that is not parallelizable. So here is a architecture of a transformer, you can say encoder and the decoder. And this particular figure has been taken from that particular research paper itself. GPT, you can see that the data has been given to it in the form of some type of textual information. So it is taking the data, let's say from internet, and then from many books, and then maybe from some type of articles, and then this whole data has been given to a complex deep learning, deep we can say deep model or deep neural network, and then that network has been trained. The text data would be tokenized in the form of uh, token vector representation. So what exactly tokenization is? Like, machine can only understand numerics, not the real text data. So there should be a mechanism that can convert the text data in some type of mathematical form. So the conversion of text data in mathematical form has been performed with token vector would be generated, and then that token vector would be given to the system, and then some type of processing would performed, and it would generate the output based upon some type of probabilities, and whatever would be the highest probability would be generated as the final output. So that is a very simplified diagram of chat GPT. Now coming to the features and capabilities of chat GPT. So the most powerful human, and then it is generating the output which is contextually correct, means the system is contextually aware, like how I should converse with a human being. And third is it has been trained on large amount of data, and that is why it is more knowledgeable. For a system with the help of a pipeline that will give you a more advanced and more automated system, and it would be a scalable system also. Now some of the interesting use cases of chat gpt you can see, like there is, these all are examples from the internet, so that is why you are seeing some person has utilized chat gpt to write some twitter threads. So chat gpt can produce some type of real um you can say sentences that you can write in your quiz, one use case. And then there is another person who utilized chat gpt to simply write a novel. So you can see the capabilities, like how chat gpt can be utilized. So prompts are also there. So chat gpt can also be utilized for some type of question answering session. For example, you are a YouTuber, you are You have a channel, uh, um, let's say a podcast channel, and you want to invite some type of some guest to your podcast, and you don't know that what exactly should I ask to that person. So you can simply ask that question to chat gpt, and chat gpt will give you some type of answers, and then you can proceed. GPT is able to produce to write codes. So you can utilize chat gpt to write code. You can give information to chat gpt that what exactly you wanted to write, you wanted to program. Chat gpt will give you some type of programs, and probably you can combine those parts of the programs, and then you would be able to create some type of uh, game. So that is a real example. Like an 11-year-old boy uses writing applications. Like you can utilize chat gpt to produce some type of messages for dating. So it is also capable to give you some type of sentences to initialize date. So you can understand the complexity, or maybe the how the system is able to get the human emotions of loneliness and anxiety. So there are persons who tried to test chat gpt, like if I could give some type of information to chat gpt, whether it would be able to produce some type of solutions. So for example, a person has provided chat gpt that one-to-one conversation is there, that I am really sad and lonely right now. So chat gpt is replying that I'm sorry to hear that you are feeling sad and lonely, and it is natural to feel down sometimes, but it is important to remember that you are not alone. There are many people who are caring. So how it is providing the solutions? It is saying that you can utilize your time in some type of spending time with your loved ones, and then pursuing some type of hobby, or maybe exercising. So those type of practical uh, uh, solutions are also there. And then there are some type of naming things, like you can ask chat gpt to provide some type of names. For example, to produce a new type of drink, and it's got a Japanese gin, then unsweetened toxin, and then lime, and then Szechuan pepper and grapefruit. So he's saying that his drink is comprising of all these components, and now ChatGPT, he wants ChatGPT to give it a name. So ChatGPT is suggesting that you can give it a name as Sakura Sunshine. So after that, he is saying that what is the meaning of Sakura Sunshine? The name incorporates the Japanese start of the day. Alternatively, you can also go for something like peppered grapefruits in fish. So you can see like the power of chat gpt. It can produce some type of names also based on the context. And then the translation on go, like you can utilize chat gpt for machine translation. You can ask chat gpt to translate something. uh, it can also give you some type of fitness program. Like some person asked that I want to able to run 5 kilometer in 3 months, and then he is asking that outline a running plan for me to be able to achieve this goal. So the person is asking that after 3 months, I should be able to run 5 kilometers in a single stretch. So what should be the running plan for that? So here is the running plan that ChatGPT is suggesting that ChatGPT can also give you a timetable for some type of fitness activity. Now, coding and integration, like ChatGPT would be able to produce the codes. For example, here ChatGPT has created a WordPress plugin for the first time. That we will see practically in this session, like how we can utilize ChatGPT for some type of activities. Now, this could be helpful for our faculties, like ChatGPT can produce some type of lesson plans also. So you can give some type of information, and the ChatGPT would be able to produce a lesson plan. For example, the lesson title is History and Impact of Artificial Intelligence, and the objective it is able to produce the lesson plan. Now, we have talked about like we can ask questions to chat gpt, that what type of question should I ask for chat for podcast, but along with that it can also give you some type of suggestions, like what type of guest you can invite for podcast. So here a person is asking, give me ideal guest for my web3 marketing podcast. So chat gpt is first analyzing that what type of podcast you wanted, and then it will give you some type of suggestions, like he's saying that you can invite Tim Berners-Lee, who's the inventor of World Wide Web, and then there are some other names are also there. Now, handling the social media comments and reviews. So chat gpt can also give you some type of uh, social media feedbacks, like if I have a restaurant and I want to give an automated reply to my customer upon their feedback. So chat gpt can also analyze the feedback that has been given by any type of customer, whether it is a positive feedback or it is a negative feedback or it is a neutral feedback, and accordingly it can reply. So for example, here a person is giving a positive feedback that I absolutely love this place. We eat out a lot of things there and there. And after that, ChatGPT is saying that thank you so much for your kind words and taking the time to write the review. We are delighted to hear that you have such a great experience in at our restaurant. And another example is there, a customer is giving another type of review that it is a most average food and there is a nice view, but that's all about it. So ChatGPT is saying that thank you for your review. We apologize if your dining experience was not up to your expectations. So you can see that there are two customers and two type of responses are there, and ChatGPT would be able to produce the feedback, produce a reply to the feedback in the format whatever has been written by the customer itself. And then there are some other use cases like crime fighting. Chat GPT is able to solve uh, some type of use cases, that is detective use cases, that has been previously done. So it would be able to give you some type of solutions also, and then reduce bias, like if you are a author, then you are writing some type of, let's say, a book or a novel, and you may have some type of biases for something. Let's say um, you have a bias for a particular type of food, or maybe a particular type of city, or maybe a country. So you would write in a particular format, um, which may have some type of biases about that particular food or maybe anything else. So ChatGPT would be able to produce the text that would be unbiased as compared to yours. And then furniture designs. So when I say furniture designs, it's not exactly not only limited to furniture, it could be any type of other designs also. So there is another application of chat gpt, another AI applications you must have seen, that is known as a mid journey. So mid journey would be able to produce some type of beautiful images, and those images may not be the real image, but those are AI generated image. So whatever the context or whatever the data we are providing to mid journey in the form of a sentence, so it would be able to convert those sentence to pictures itself. So we can combine chat gpt with mid journey to produce some type of unique type of designs that are yet not there. So for example, here they have utilized furniture designing, and chat gpt along with mid journey is producing such type of furniture designs. So you can see those furniture designs are really artistic, very futuristic, and it's yet not there in the market. Then we can create a novel with the help of chat gpt, and then we can also utilize chat gpt for preparing for the interview. So for example, here uh, a person is trying to find out the interview questions for a sales profession for chat gpt with the help of chat gpt. So chat gpt is giving the questions as well in the future. So all these things are produced by the chat gpt itself. Then gift idea, like it is a very common problem that we all have invited to somewhere, and many times we didn't understand, we didn't have any idea that what type of gift we can give. So we can utilize chat gpt, and chat gpt would be able to give you some type of gift idea. A middle-aged woman who loves the eagles. So based upon the information that has been provided by the user, it is analyzing those things and then giving the options that can be given as a gift for that particular woman. And after that, explaining the complex concepts in simple words. So chat gpt